What's up? It's your boy Long Live Jose. I'm rocking with the hip hop apostle and we locked in with the Beat of the Streetz, and you know how it go.
Shawty be scamming, making deposits. Oh, love how she ratchet. Shawty be wildin', nasty. Shawty keep sucking.
So tell everybody your name and where you're from.
I go by Long Live Jose. I'm from East Garland, Texas. If you don't know, it's a little city outside of Dallas, Texas, man. DFW.
So how long have you been creating music?
Probably like since I was like 16. It's been a while. I've been doing it a while. Just recently took it serious though, like 2-3 years ago.
So what drew you to music and inspired you to start creating music?
Life experiences. But shit, I mean, everything was just always in me, honestly. Everywhere I turn is music. Everything. Music make everybody happy. It make people come together, make people mad at each other, make people fight. But music is like that emotion thing. Like it helps bottle it up. It helps release music too, like relieve stress. Especially when you can leave it all on the beat.
Yeah, music is like one of those things that bring all people together, like food.
Yeah, and comedy, like laughter, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good for the soul.
So when did you first realize that you wanted to seriously pursue music?
I ain't get the first time. I hit 127,000 views on a video. But this is like when YouTube first jumped off. Like, and I was like, I might could do this. But it got flagged though. I don't really know why it got flagged, but it got flagged and they took it down. I stopped doing music after that for like 3 or 4 years.
So you said that was when like YouTube was first beginning. What year? Do you remember like the year?
Absolutely no idea. Might have been like 2010.
And back in those Crank This Soulja Boy days.
Yes, that's exactly when it was.
Okay.
It's around that era.
So how would you describe the music that you make? If you had to classify it into a specific genre, which genre would that be?
I really don't know. I get compared to a lot of rappers. I swear to God. I get compared to a lot of people. They say I got my own style. I don't sound like nobody, but I get compared to a lot of rappers. Like, and people might be thinking I'm tooting the horn or pulling the nipple too hard or something. But I know I get Wayne comparisons, Drake comparisons, Juice WRLD comparisons. It should be crazy, cause I don't never hear it. But I mean, of course I'm not, cause I feel like I'm doing my own thing.
So would you say that you're more of a hip hop artist, R&B, non-classic?
Not R&B for sure, not R&B. That's not really my lane. I feel like you gotta be in love to do that type of shit, or had enough love experiences for that. And I haven't. I would say if it's like hip hop and pop together, like hip hop, and not hip hop, but hip hop.
Hip hop. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's some new shit, right?
Yeah.
Create some different shit, but nah,
that's
more so what I guess I would classify myself as. Like, I'm both of them, hip hop and pop. So I got the face and I can move in the streets, but I do pop music. I do street music too, but I'm trying to stray away from it. It's like I've been there, done that, so it's like, you know what I mean? Let's try something else.
So how do you choose between creating a rap track and a pop track and vice versa? Like, what's your creative process like?
I don't know, sometimes I really just write a lot of music. Like, if I book some studio sessions, I go in there and drop 10, 15 hooks. And if I never use none of those, when I'm writing another song, I typically piece all of that together to complete a whole song. You know what I mean? But people ask why I do stuff like that all the time. I don't know. But I've recorded I know I got at least 500 songs I release. At least. I've been recording a long time too. And all this like probably within the last 2 years. So
You've been really working on.
That's what I want to do. That's it, really. It's music or nothing, really, at this point.
So when you're creating a track and you're deciding if you want to do a pop song or a rap song or a little bit of both, What's the decision based on? Like, does it depend on the beat, how you feeling that day? How does that go?
Yeah, it's really a vibe. It's really a vibe. Like, it's just when I check my, I get beats all the time in my email. So it's like, whatever I'm running through, I run through every one of them until it pop out. Or depend on, like, I might go a couple days without writing. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be whatever the vibe is that day, then that's what the song gonna be. You know what I mean? Because I typically look for only pop type songs. But if I find a trap beat in the midst of that and it's hard, then that's where we're going today. We're gonna take them to the trap.
Now, me personally, I feel like pop and rap are kind of two sort of different types of energies. They make you feel different. The fact that you're able to create both leads me to ask, do you feel like there is two different sides of your personality that allows you to create both feelings?
No, I don't know. It might be, it might not. Somebody else listening would probably say that because none of my music sounds the same. On the tape that I got, none of it sounds the same. Like, the vibe are always different. I think I'm the same person on every song. Or this is just how I was feeling this day. So you gonna get this. You know what I mean? But typically, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's weird almost. I don't think it's, some people probably would say it is, but I don't think it's two different leagues.
I mean, you know, like yin and yang, let me say, fire and ice, you know.
Yeah. Salt and pepper.
Right.
I'm all of that. I'm the season.
Now, if you had to permanently choose between creating pop music and hip hop music, which would you choose?
I go pop. It's easy. It's easy. That's what I want to do is a pop. But Dallas don't typically like take to pop rappers. So I would be a different look for pop. I know I don't look like none of the pop artists. Absolutely none of them. They are, like, majority of them be on some weird shit. They make sad music. I'm not into the pop and drugs and none of that shit either, so shit. My shit is always different. It's more of a uplift, like, let's go get it. Or me speaking something to existence, like, it was this, now we got this type of vibe.
Well, since you mentioned that Dallas isn't really too fond of pop music and, you know, you're from the Dallas, Garland area, where would you say your influence came from to want to create pop music?
California. I think that's where most of my music comes from. Like, I'm influenced by a lot of California artists. Like, the NWA, the Tupac, the Nipsey Hussles, the, what's bro name? RJ. I don't know if you know who RJ is.
No.
But he from California too. But he bro hard. It's an old school dude too. I can't remember his name. I know Too Short, but like it's another dude. He ain't really known for music. I just seen him on a cipher. You know what I mean? It was a song, but it was basically a cipher with all them different rappers on there. But he was an old school dude on there too. He was hard. And I listened to his music. Don Kennedy, fucking, it's a lot. I listen to a lot of Cali music. I probably listen to a couple artists from down south, maybe 3 at the most, and it'll be who? Kevin Gates, Lil Baby, and Wayne. And not even Wayne no more, cause Wayne done went left on me. I miss the old Wayne, so I'm old fashioned, I guess.
No, I agree. I miss the old Wayne. So what is it about California that you're so drawn to?
It gotta be the trees. I don't know. It might be the women. It might be gang life. I don't know. But it's the whole California lifestyle. Like, it's just the look of it. You know what I'm saying? And they say everything they glitter is not gold. We know that. No, they're not diamonds. You know what I mean? I know what's inside Cali. I ain't just seen it on TV. I've been there. So it's just, I like the Cali vibe. I feel like I'm supposed to. That's where I'm supposed to move to and go. I just moved back from California too. I was in Long Beach.
So, would you say that California is your next move? Or you
I
going
would
back
say
to
the
Cali?
next move. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta say it like me. Yeah.
Back to Cali. I got to. I get a lot of love in Cali too, cause my music is like, I bring that down south vibe to that Cali beats. Every time I'm on the Cali beat, I walk it down. I swear to God. My music is broad as it could be, so you never bored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Cali. I gotta go back to Cali. It's a must.
So, I have to ask you about your name, Long Live Jose, and the story behind it.
Jose was my partner. He was 16, but he died though. But he got killed. He just died. He got killed when we was young.
So, how did you and Jose meet?
Classmates, freshman year. It was Lakeview Centennial in Garland. I met bro because it was what we had English class together. And bro he knew what I was doing, but I guess he just fucked with what I was doing. And that was a crazy year too, my freshman year. I was a bad kid too. I was off the meter bad. I was blessed and never jail time and no shit like that, but I was bad. I'm talking about a hustler, knew a hustler. I'm talking about stealing before I go to school and setting all the candy up in my locker. Shortstop in the vending machine, I swear to God, every day, after every class. That growing up thing, we had that one pair of white shoes, one pair of black shoes. Nope, I'm gonna get my own shoes in. And it's crazy, I knew bro probably like a year.
How did he impact your life?
He the one told me I need to rap. I was, you know what I'm saying? He's my essay partner, so he telling me I needed to rap though. So after I left Lakeview, we had moved to DeSoto and bro ended up dying when I was at DeSoto. And I started wilding way more after that. I ain't never had no name, but my hood family nickname was 3D. But when bro died, I tried to switch to Jose. So bro name could live on. Really can't never forget about it. As long as anytime I do an interview, I speak on it, and then my name is Long Live Jose. You gotta type it in to get to my music. You gotta type that in. I feel like me and bro was king, so it's still like a long live the king type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keeping his memory alive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you some more personal questions so fans can get to know you a little better. Who are your earliest music inspirations? Which artists did you admire growing up and why?
Wayne. I don't know what it was about Wayne, but Wayne was different. It's almost like he changed the way people rapped in the game, completely. Because back then it was you got the down south rap, you got West Coast, and you got the East Coast type of rap. Now you can be from Texas and rap like you from New York. You know what I'm saying? I think he just really opened the gate for rappers, like real rappers, people with lyrics. His verses people in the game who was having people write songs for him. Wayne is literally the reason I started rapping. I think I used to try to rap like Wayne every fucking thing. I swear to God. If I pulled up some old songs, I probably damn near sound like Wayne.
Everybody probably used to try to rap like Wayne.
Yeah, he was dead influential. He was the reason I wanted to rap.
So I gotta ask, what's your favorite Wayne album?
Should we say album or mixtape? Or can we say album and a couple mixtapes?
Now he dropped countless mixtapes, so I mean
a whole lot of them.
So
but
albums
if you're a
for
Wayne
now.
fan,
It's
certain ones.
But let's stick to the albums first.
Carter 1.
Carter 1?
Yes.
I gotta say the Carter 2.
Nah, I like Carter 2 too. But them that's why I was saying multiple, because I like Carter 1 and Carter 2.
You gotta choose one.
It's the one then. It's one for me.
Okay. It's 2 for me.
Okay.
Alright. So, okay, what about mixtapes?
Dedication.
Which one?
The first one.
Dedication 2.
The first one is when he had that cartoon character of him. That's that. I drew that picture too when I was younger. So I think that that tape was the tape beyond tapes. I don't think it's another Wayne tape mixtape that's harder than that. I mean, I understand Dedication too. The beats was harder then. The beats had his beat selection had turned up as far as artists that was coming up behind him, the game had changed a little bit by dedication too.
But in addition to that, it was a critical time. You know, that was like after Katrina. It was a lot going on at the time, so it was real intense.
It was real, yeah. It was real intense. It was real.
On top of the lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
and
beat.
it was like DeRoe had that ice cream paint job song. So I don't know if it's because he did that, because he did it for our city. I don't know, it's because DeRoe from the city, but I think I know more songs from Carter One, not Carter One, but Dedication, the very first Dedication. Well, then I do Dedication too. My favorite song from Wayne might be from Dedication too.
Which one is that?
Is it that Junior, it was, damn, I don't know if it's called Birdman Junior. If I can remember who beat it was on.
Yeah, they used to have so many tracks on the mixtapes back then. So it's kind of hard to keep up.
It's hard to keep up, but like, you know your favorite song. I just never been asked these type of questions either, so shit, it's like, trying to remember that shit on the spot, shit is hard. Next time I'm gonna have to write that shit down. So I can tell you exactly what song it is. Like, the song really, like, part of the verse he did from that song was when he did that In the Basement freestyle on you know, when Tigger had that show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Basement Rap City.
When he was on there, he did part of the second half of the verse. He did that on that.
I ain't gonna lie, like I remember.
Yeah.
But I remember Rap City in the Basement though.
Yeah. He did part of that, the second half of that verse on there. That shit was like, you know, some elite shit.
So you mentioned you had drew a picture of the Dedication 1 mixtape cover. So are you a visual artist as well?
Yes. Everything. And like, period. As far as what we talk about, or when I rap, I try to make sure I can paint a picture for you to see. Plus me drawing on pictures. Any design I upload as far as the clothing line. But like, I draw everything. Drawing is like a passion of mine, like a hobby, I guess, because it ain't something I just want to do.
So how long have you been drawing?
Since I was 6. Yep, my daddy brought me this this Flintstone video. It just came with pencils and a notepad and a VCR tape. That you know what I'm saying? Like,
Draw along?
yeah, it's exactly what it is, like a draw along thing. And that's where I learned to like freehand draw versus taking a picture and sitting it up on another paper and trying to trace it. I ain't had no choice but to freehand draw. And I've been drawing since then. It just got better.
So tell us about your clothing brand, Trap Food.
Trap Food is exactly what it sounds like, but not what it sounds like. You'll take the word trap and automatically think money, guns, and dope, but it's definitely not what it is. It's taking everything and changing something different, because I feel like we, in life, sometimes in life, not everybody, some people, well, I guess I would say everybody lives in a trap. Because it's like, almost like everything is set up for us to lose. But, you know, the saying, people only the strong survive. When you work hard, you get what you want. Sometimes it's not necessarily like that, but it's like taking that hurt and turning it into something different. But trap means true revolution amongst people. If we eat long enough together, as far as make money or build a certain relationship, it ain't even gotta be about money, but building a relationship, one day we really gonna all be able to sit at that table and eat together. So it's trap food, because I like a whole lot of zombie shit too. Because I sure got this thing in my mind that the world gonna turn into some zombie shit, and I'm finna have to kill every zombie. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do is like kind of zombified. Either the brain gonna be showing or the mouth gonna be crooked. If you see an X on the right eye, it's me. That's how I put my signature on stuff.
Now, you've dropped some singles recently. Tell fans the name of those tracks and where they can listen to them.
These songs I got, like, they really on all platforms. This one I just recently dropped a video to. It's called Ratchet. Ratchet is exactly what it sounds like. I don't care how you want to take Ratchet, and people got their own definitions of Ratchet. But I really did that song for the city of Louisiana. It's just because that's the Ratchet. That's Ratchet City. That's where the word Ratchet came from. So I gotta give my props to Louisiana, because I love the whole Louisiana vibe. Like, I love the Ratchet vibe. Even though where I'm from, we get Ratchet too. But I gotta give it to them though. But that's like my favorite single I just dropped. Like, I dropped a couple more. One of them was called Not a Player with Lil Ronnie Mother Elf, and another one was called Cash Only. You can get those across all platforms. Just gotta type in Long Live Jose, and it all runs together. No spaces. You put in spaces, you might see some other shit. Like, some of my name might not even pull up. Like, it pull up, but it pull up a whole lot of weird shit before then too when you space it out. So, but it all run together. Everything will pull up exactly how it's supposed to.
Now, you previously dropped an album, Alpha Male. Do you plan on dropping another album anytime soon?
Yeah, I do. I got one in store. I'm thinking about, I'm still kind of thinking about the name, but I wanted to call it Open Book. Versus like me saying, I'm trying to give you all of me. So it's everything. It's trap music, pop music. It's gonna be a couple love songs on there, but them old feelings. So you ain't gotta take the love songs serious. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on now. Unless I'm like talking about like handling a chick or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that, then it was like a couple, let me say, experiences. Because I don't want to say they was relationships. A couple experiences I had with women. When you hear my R&B songs, it's really telling the male side that it's not more so like, oh, I love her. Maybe it might say, I used to love you before this. It ain't too bad. It ain't like, fuck that bitch on some shit.
Oh,
like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't on nothing like that. It's just, but it's like telling my side of the experience that happened. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I wish it could have went this way, but it didn't go that way. You chose to be like this, so now we gotta do this. Type of vibe. If you get where I'm going.
I feel the vibes. I feel the vibes.
I don't think you feel the vibe.
I feel the vibes. Look, I feel the vibes. Or what's your long-term goal with music?
I just want a couple plaques. I just want like 12 of them. 24 plaques. We're just gonna say we're gonna go with the Kobe number. So I need, before I stop, I need 24 platinum plaques. That might be hard to do, right? Because I don't know if it's been done before. But that's what I'm shooting for, Kobe. Kobe clutch. And I'm clutch. We one and the same. So that's what I'm shooting for. Like, I can't wait till I can do a show. And I don't have to sing a song because everybody know all the words. That's the feeling I'm looking for. I don't even have to be rich. I didn't have this point. I done everything a rapper has done. A known rapper has done. You know what I'm saying? A famous person. I've done damn near everything. But so it's not even about the money at this point. It's like I want that feeling.
So you want the people to feel you?
Yes. Not even them. Like, I want them to feel me, but I want that feeling from them. That energy that's given when you do a show and everybody singing your song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's a whole different type of vibe. That's that I got something for the first time vibe. It's gotta be that. I don't think it's gonna be another vibe like it's, or how somebody like a Christian feel when they find Jesus. It's probably crazy.
You went too far. You went too far. You went too far.
I don't know. It's a feeling. I would say it's almost the same thing because it's be like, God just really gave this to me.
You would compare that type of music reception to finding God?
If this is something that God gave me, yes, I would. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like being serious. Like, this is a talent that the Lord gave me. And once I get that feeling, it's like, it's almost like feeling His grace. Like, this is like once in a lifetime thing. Like when it happened, because everybody don't make it. I don't know how many rappers came before me and nobody know who they were. You know what I'm saying? They could have been everything. They could have had every single thing that they needed, the look, the style, the music. They could have been perfect across the board, flawless. Music was dope, but they never made it. You know what I'm saying? So I know once you make that threshold, jump over that threshold you're supposed to go over, once you get that chance and it happen for you, that feeling has to be like finding something. You know what I'm saying? Like finding yourself. It's gotta be like a hell of a feeling. Like it's gotta be something. It's already life changing. When it happened for you, it's life changing.
Now, speaking of the many other artists that came before that, you know, their names were never known, a lot of these people had a lot of talent. So I think it's pretty safe to conclude that, you know, it takes a little bit more than talent in this business to be successful, especially the type of success that you're after.
Yeah.
So what do you plan on doing differently to try to achieve that success?
Knowing the business, knowing how to market yourself, read contracts. Does that be the problem? Because I know a lot of people that made it, and the people that they be calling the one-hit wonders, it don't be because of that. It's because of the contract and the deal that they got. They didn't read none of that. It was just, oh, this happened. They finna give me this. Fuck it, I'm signing. Ain't nothing to talk about. Where my money at? That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to cover your own ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's reading them contracts and knowing the business. And when you know the business, it's no way you can get fucked. There's no way, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless they took it, you know, let's take this weird shit. But that's another story. But it's knowing your business will help you the long run. Like, you gotta know the business. That's what's gonna set me aside from a lot of other different artists. It's gonna say I know the business. I ain't gonna say I know all of it, because I don't. Nobody knows all of everything. You know what I'm saying? But I know enough to cover my ass to where I won't be doing, they can't just give me any deal. It's not happening. Because if they coming at me, I've obviously already been doing something right. Now I'm what they need. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I feel. I feel like I'm already at the elite. Once I do make it over that threshold, it's gonna be, oh, that's why they was comparing him with Drake. Yeah, because now we got the same record sales. Now once you know Wayne said we're gonna be all right, we put Drake on every hook. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get them same vibes. I'm knowing.
Now, before we go, let fans know how they can locate you or where they can locate you on social media.
You know what? Follow me on Instagram. That's what it's gotta be. It's Black Jose and the number 7, BLACCJOSE and the number 7. If you're looking for my music, just type in Long Live Jose on any platform. But Long Live Jose all run together. And you can find me, even when you go to them, the YouTubes or Spotify's, the Apple Music, all of that information is on there because it's gonna pull up. Because I type the same thing in every one of those boxes. My Instagram on all of them, so you're gonna be able to find it. You'll be able to put the voice with the face.
You know the type to pat her head and on some money shit. And if the laws come, she the type to hide the bitch. She like to shake her ass, smoke weed and talk shit. That my little ratchet bitch. Type to beat the bitch ass and when she know